Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to JBS Soccer Complex in Beardstown, Illinois. Furious Rally Sports, and boy, do I have perhaps the best sporting event that I've ever had on this channel on YouTube today. What gives? Both of these teams, Jacksonville coming in and Beardstown, have tied Quincy High earlier in this season. Both teams have high-powered offenses. Both teams are have great records. Jacksonville, the bigger school in the Class 3A of three classes in Illinois, and Beardstown in 1A. But this one should be an absolute fantastic match. Thanks for joining me. Phil O'Neill with Furious Rally Sports. Let's talk about the Jacksonville Crimsons first of all. They are again in the Class 3A, the biggest schools, the bigger schools of soccer in Illinois. They are 10-2-3 coming into this one. 3-1 in the Central State 8 Conference. They tied last night Sacred Heart Griffin 0-0. So, but they have a pretty potent offense, and hopefully I've got these pronunciations correct. Joe Reef has 20 goals. He leads the conference. This information, by the way, from the Jacksonville Journal-Courier. Braden Thomas has 12 assists and 13 goals. Also, Troy DeFreitas has 8 goals, and Talon Harney has 7. So Jacksonville comes in high-powered and a good offense. I could see this match being a 6-5 match or something along that line with these kind of offenses. Beardstown very similar as far as coming and going, basically coming right out the gate and trying to score. They are 11-3-3. Their last win was 8-1 over Meridian last night. Meridian came into that one 12-3-2. They're now 12-4-2. As I said, they won 8-1. And the interesting thing, this is what gives today. Beardstown has not allowed more than 2 goals a game this year. So that is the big thing here in this match, which we ought to see in about 12 minutes' time. As far as weather is concerned, a little warm for an October day. I mean, 83 degrees feels warmer than that. I'm staring right into the sun, so that doesn't help matters any, but about the only place that I could mount up here for the game. So, I'm not sure which. I believe Jacksonville will be going to let's turn the camera a little bit so you can see here. Jacksonville will be heading towards the right here as my camera view is. And then Beardstown will be heading the other direction as we can go the other way. Nothing like having, I've got some binoculars on the way so I can kind of see some of these players when they get far away. Even with the camera, it's sometimes tough to tell who's who. I'll have it for the next game. I'll have to look. I will have the next Beardstown home match here on Furious Rally Sports, and I believe that's next week, sometime in the middle of the week. I'll take a look at that at halftime and get that squared away for you and let you know. Was hoping to get some of the Northeast Missouri softball as the girls are playing in that, and most importantly, like North Shelby and Highland, but have not been able to get contacts with that. We'll try to. They have some games later on in October. Hopefully we can pick those up. So there you have it. And again, this match should be, I'm foreseeing a good match. If you're going to say who's the favorite, well, sure, Jacksonville, I would think. But last time that I was here, we saw the Athens match, which was a 2-2 tie, which was kind of back and forth. In reality, first half was all Beardstown, and eventually Athens got the lead. Jacksonville able to tie it late, and that's the way that one ended. So there you have it. I'm going to take a quick break and step out. I'll be back in just a few moments. Jacksonville and Beardstown, Crimsons and Tigers, coming up in just moments. Hang in there, okay? Back in a flash. Back on Furious Rally Sports, Jacksonville in town to play Beardstown JBS Soccer Complex. And like I said, nice day, a little warm, for October, right? We should be sitting probably, low, mid-70s. But, hey, take the warm weather while you can because we know the cold is on the way eventually, right? Take a look down here at the Beardstown folks warming up on their end. Again, they will be going right to left. Jacksonville will be going left to right. Your goaltenders for today, Rudy McCulloch for, and I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but I believe that's right, Rudy McCulloch for Jacksonville, and then Jeffrey Zacharias for is in goal for Beardstown. At least last I checked. Let's zoom in here and see if I can see if Jeffrey's in there. It looks like it. Looks like the same cat I saw last time. 10 in the goal. Ooh, that went a little too high there. Let's come back there. Yeah, I believe that's 99 there, if I'm catching that right. Wow, apparently we had a friendly spider crawling on the camera. I don't know if you saw that. He was right up there on the. There's not much I can do to take that down right now. Because if I do, I have to take the whole thing back down. But we'll just leave him up there. Hopefully he'll entertain you at various points during the match. Spider on the camera. I don't know how he got up there, but apparently did. Oh, wow. Well, about 6 minutes away from kickoff here. Take you down to the Jacksonville end here. Let's go over this again real quick. Jacksonville comes in at 10-2-3 in Class 3A, and Beardstown 11-3-3 in 1A of three classes in Illinois. I would say the pitch is in pretty good shape, all things considered. It's been pretty dry around here lately, and it's not in too bad a shape. I don't know if they water it. I have no idea. If they do, kind of looks like they might, perhaps a little bit, but I'm not sure where they would water it from. Again, Jacksonville loaded. They got 4 goal scorers at the very least on their club that can put the ball in the back of the net. While we have a moment, let me check this. I want to check to see what the next match is I have here with Beardstown that I'll be broadcasting here on Furious Rally Sports. Gotta look it up. Yes, it will be the 13th against Peoria Christian. That will be the next one that I will have for you here on Furious Rally Sports. What's that, a Monday? Yeah, that's what I thought. So 4:15 for the game time, for my being on 4:30 for the actual match itself. Again, that's Monday the 13th, the next one for Beardstown Soccer on Furious Rally Sports. Okie doke. All right, about 4 minutes away from match time. One quick note on this, the reason why comments are turned off is because of the fact that they can interfere with the actual stream. The internet connection here is not necessarily the best. It's good enough to make a stream, but that's about it. So that's why they're turned off. You need to make some comments or something. I've got a Facebook page, Furious Rally Sports. I'll try to look at that at halftime if I get a chance to, okay? So that's how we'll do that. The internet I think it was the last match I came to. We tested it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Everything was great. I came and got ready to fire things up. And when I went to test, I was like, oh, yeah, that's almost not good enough to broadcast the match. But I think figured out that what it was is school had just let out and the tower was getting hit pretty hard from all the students getting out of school. Of course, a lot of schools now don't allow the cell phones in school. So, boy, as soon as school's over, you can bet everybody's getting on their phone. But didn't seem to affect the stream last time. So, if it does cut in and out, you will know why. I think it's good enough today. It appeared to be so when I tested it earlier. So, there you have it. 2.5 minutes before the match. And we welcome you to Furious Rally Sports. This is Jacksonville against Beardstown at Beardstown. Ooh, boy, this one ought to be I think this one's going to be a fantastic match, actually. Should be. Had a real good crowd for the Athens-Beardstown match. So far, not too bad of a crowd here. There is no real escape from the sun, though, here. You're going to bake. If you're going to be sitting here, you're going to have to bring some kind of a shade or something if you want to stay out of it. There's no other place to really stay out of it. The camera will bob up and down a little bit. I've got it about as tight as I can get it, but because it's way up in the air, any kind of wind at all just kind of has a tendency to kind of make it flop just a little, as you can kind of see there in the screen. But it's a lot better than it was, I can tell you that. Real quick, I'll go through some of the players that have that I noticed, at least with Beardstown, the last match, that Luis Miguel de la Cruz, kind of from his midfield forward position, kind of sits back there and plays quarterback, trying to get people open. You had Luis Hernandez come forward a few times to try to make some scoring attempts. Luis Rios had a goal. I believe he had the one that tied the match. Let's see who else. You also had Yastin Benegas, midfielder, but he came up quite a bit early in the match in that first half against Athens. That's just a few of the players there. For Jacksonville, we're looking at Joe Reef. He's a big-time scorer. Braden Thomas has a lot of goals and assists, 12 and 13. And also Troy DeFreitas and Talon Harney. So there you have it for, that's the folks you ought to be looking for today. As we stare into the sun and stare into a good match. Furious Rally Sports, thanks for joining me. Jacksonville and Beardstown. Woohoo! I'll do my best to keep the camera moving so you can see the action. Sometimes it'll be a little bit better than others, but we'll just kind of do the best we can with it. Looks like we got Braden Thomas, Joe Reef out there at the middle of the pitch, and there's our spider friend on the camera. There he is, and off he went. Spider, I may have to get rid of him at halftime. That's pretty funny. Spider on the camera. Wow. So it is Joe Reef that will start this. As you see, the halves are 40 minutes. They count them down, unlike professional soccer, if you will. Jacksonville trying to control it. Mid-pitch, coming left. Backwards now, goes down the left side. And we'll have a throw in. Trying to throw into Reef. Loose. Knocked just to the side of the goal. And actually today it's Alexander Montoya goaltending for Beardstown. We're going to have a corner kick here. Tough for me to see who's taking a corner with the sun there. And cleared out. Not sure who was off of. We'll find out here momentarily. Okay, well, Beardstown gets the throw in here. Just started, 37:55 left. Half number one, no score. Bounding around at middle pitch, and now maybe Beardstown's a little bit of a press here. Nope. Goaltender McCulloch will handle it for Jacksonville. There's Ruiz with the dispossessed there, but it was taken off of him. Now on the move, but back. And now Jacksonville with it. 36:51 left, no score, Jacksonville Beardstown. Ball getting ping-ponged quite a bit here. That is Ruiz. He's going to get back for it. Going to put it off of the defender. I don't know if that was Hernandez there or not. I think so. Corner kick now for Beardstown. No score. Just going to leave it. Now a lot of between the kind of between the goal box activity between both teams so far. No score. McCulloch will send it down. Who's got it here for Beardstown? It was Juarez. Chance for a break there, but Jacksonville will control? Maybe not. That is De La Cruz with it now. Pedal it back. And lost. Jacksonville, back the other way now. Now Jacksonville controls. Jacksonville will get the throw here. 34 minutes left in the first half. No score. Jacksonville, Beardstown. Coming on in, and nope, and taken by Montoya. That is Ruiz with it, Gerardo. Number 2 there. Going to send it back to Ruiz. See the Spiders building some kind of a web on the camera there, huh? Okay, Jacksonville controls. A little bit here at the mid-pitch, being bounded around. Beardstown maybe has it. Then it'll go towards the end line. Collick will handle it for Jacksonville and it'll be sent in. Boy, that old Spider's just building a web, too, on that camera. Jacksonville trying to move it forward. Yeah, if you were asking me who's had the better chances so far, I'd say probably Jacksonville by a bit, not by much. Trying to move it in here, and it'll be a corner. Holy cow, this game's a little bit different than the last one. The sweat's just rolling off of my face trying to broadcast this. I'm staring right into the sun, though, so that's probably part of it. Corner now, and I believe that is Thomas that's going to take it here for the Crimsons. No score, 31-44 left, first half. Pretty good-looking corner there, headed away. Around, boy, bounding around all over the place. And Jacksonville will what? Hang on to it. Beardstown trying to bring it on up here. Nope. Bounds too far. The goaltender, McCulloch, takes care of that. Moves it off his right foot. Beardstown controls, though. 30-40 left. First half, no score. Both teams at this point so far kind of feeling one another out. You'd say Jacksonville maybe has had a little bit better of the play, but not by much so far. Wonder how much the heat might make a difference this afternoon. Got a player down for Jacksonville, but the play goes on. Almost there for Reef, I believe, but comes out. Jacksonville trying to move it back in. Now Beardstown answers. Jacksonville with the dispossession. Now who's got it? Reef now. Jacksonville trying to send it up to his teammate. And that goes backwards. Going to be what? Somebody touch it? Believe so. Free kick for Jacksonville. 28:57 to go first half. No score. Crimsons in Beardstown. Well, maybe nope. Just as soon as you think one team starts to push it up a bit, then the defense kind of comes into four. That one will, don't know who that was off of. We'll see. I believe Jacksonville gets the throw. Sends it towards the net, but it's going to go out of play, and it will be a goal kick here for Beardstown. 0-0. 27:36 to go, first half. And the defense does pretty good there for Gerardo Ruiz for Beardstown to keep that from being a problem for Beardstown. The throw in now from Hudson. And it is Jack Hudson now sent backwards. Beardstown end. They're trying to answer here. Believe that is Rodriguez. Cesar trying to go get it. Jacksonville will control, though, for the moment. Out now, throw in. $26:32 left in the first half, no score. Beardstown and Jacksonville. Beardstown on the move a bit, maybe. Or not. And a foul there. Taking the free kick, that's Corbin Kluge. And I believe they did call. You heard the crowd say handball. I believe that is what the call is. Let's find out. I believe this is a penalty. Yeah. Ouch. Well, right here we could have our opening score. Joe Reef will take it versus Alexander Montoya. And put it in. Lower right corner. Joe Reef with the opening goal for Jacksonville at the 25-28 mark of the first half. On the penalty kick. And Beardstown will see if they can answer here. I'm not sure how often that happens in the high school matches where you get the handball call in the box like that, but that's almost an automatic goal most of the time. That'll be out. Beardstown will throw in. Just tune in. Joe Reef with the penalty kick goal for Jacksonville, and the Crimsons lead at 1-0 just moments ago. Thanks for joining me, Phil O'Neill, here on Furious Rally Sports with that spider building a web and showing up occasionally on the camera. Try to clear him off or her at halftime. As far as carrying the play so far, you'd have to say it's a little bit favoring Jacksonville. But it's not that Beardstown's out of this one at the moment. Not yet. Got to throw in now for Beardstown. Actually, a free kick. That is Ruiz, and he leaves it for the other Ruiz. Gerardo's the defender, number 2, and number 30 is Luis Rios. My bad. Throw in now for Beardstown. Good shot on goal there. And I believe that was Luis Hernandez that got that off his left foot, but nothing doing, not strong enough to get by the goaltender McCulloch. 1-0 Jacksonville. 23 minutes left here in half number 1. Going to be in ping-ponged in midfield. Now Beardstown trying to answer. They got a chip down in the corner. Perhaps. No. Comes back out. That is Rios. Rios sends it right. Is that Benegas over there? This may be De La Cruz over there in the far right. Ball comes loose. Jacksonville does not quite control yet. Beardstown keeps it. Ping-ponging it around. Shot on goal, but not much doing there, and goal kick for Jacksonville. Some substitutes coming in for Jacksonville at the moment. 21:47 left in the first half. 1-0 Crimsons. Corbin Kluge taking the free kick here. Goes over the top of everybody. Gonna call a foul there. Free kick for Beardstown and Alexander Gascon. Handled by the goaltender. It's McCulloch. Ball comes down the left sideline for the Crimsons. They're trying to move the ball here. And it will go out of play, throw in. Who's it off of? It's off of Jacksonville. Jacksonville trying to move it again here. Cleared out. Good defensive play by Beardstown to clear that one. And we'll have a throw in here on the near side. 20 minutes left. First half. 1-0. Crimsons over the Tigers of Beardstown. And out, and let's see who's going to throw it in here. That will be Harrison Alexander for Jacksonville. Dispossessed, though, Juarez, Armando. Now this one's down here. Oop, too far for the camera move. There we go. A little bit loose. Comes down the left sideline. Jacksonville. Oh, it's a little bit of a mistake. Beardstown trying to answer here. Fired, but not enough on it from Rios. Luis Rios off his right foot. Call it easy one to handle for Jacksonville. On the far side, Beardstown to throw. Find themselves down 1-0 on the penalty kick from Joe Reef. Again, kind of a sunny, warm day for October, the first day of it. Feels a little warmer than that last match against Athens, but I think the temperature was about the same. Maybe it's a little more cloudy, I don't know. Far side out, Jacksonville will throw it in their defensive end. Well, looking for a foul there, did not get one. Beardstown players back up. That is De La Cruz. De La Cruz sends it to the left. It's in front, but Jacksonville takes control of that. Gerardo Ruiz trying to help out there. Trying to get it to Rios. Goes out of bounds. Gerardo will throw it in, I think. The lead is Jacksonville's 1-0. 17:23 to go, first half. Furious Rally Sports. Ball just kind of sent, ball kind of sent towards the goaltender, and he'll just go get it and boom it down, I'm guessing. And that's what he does. Oh boy, that was a kick, and that looks like a very painful injury there at midfield, but Beardstown trying to answer anyway. Little chip, but it goes off the side netting. Can't tell who your player was. Was that Joe Reef there that went, kind of extended himself? I believe it was actually Troy DeFreitas that got kind of caught in there. Jacksonville trying to answer here. But a good job by Ruiz to clear it. Quick throw in for Beardstown. This is Rios. De La Cruz. Out. Throw back in for Beardstown. 15:35 left in the first half. Jacksonville on a Joe Reef penalty kick on a handball at the 25-28 minute mark. And they lead it 1-0. So now Gerardo Ruiz throws in, and a little bit of unhandy stuff there. Now Jacksonville will control it. Beardstown with the throw in back to their defenders. Now maybe a little bit of a break, perhaps. Ooh, a rocket shot. Absolute rocket shot off of Rios' right foot. But the save made by McCulloch. And at the 14:27 mark, still no score. We will have a corner here. Can't quite see who's taking that corner. Too far away. Headed. Knocked out. We'll have another corner, I think. No. Goal kick. I have to say that might have been Beardstown's best opportunity so far. $13:18 left in the first half. 1-0 Jacksonville over Beardstown. Free kick now for the Tigers. See that spider web kind of going all over the place there on my camera, huh? Fix that at halftime. I think. Goaltender handles it for Jacksonville. That is Rudy McCulloch. Handles it pretty easily. Now he'll just wham it out of there. Jacksonville may have an opportunity here. A ripper on net, but it goes wide. Montoya will he's got his own goal kick here. 12:09 to go, first half. I believe that's, I'm not sure who's taking that free kick there for Beardstown. Couldn't quite see his number. Throw in now for Jacksonville. Oh, almost perfect on that. That one sent on goal, but Montoya is able to make the play. Had some pace on it, but Beardstown gets the throw. This is Rios, going to fire one, going to be wide of the net to the right. Got a foul on the far side. Let's see. Yeah, Beardstown going to send it on in. Rios moving with it. Going to chip it in. Nope. Jacksonville able to control, I think. No, Rios going to left foot it. But it's going to go wide of the net. 9:53 and counting left in half number one. 1-0 Jacksonville on the Joe Reef goal. The penalty kick handball kick at the 25-28 mark of this first half. Thanks for joining me here on Furious Rally Sports. Gerardo Ruiz trying to keep that in for Beardstown. That is De La Cruz with it now. We'll leave it for Gerardo Ruiz. That is Luis Rios. Back to Ruiz. And Beardstown hanging on to it so at the moment. But there's the foul. Foul there on Justin Venegas. So the free kick now will come from Corbin Kluge. Comes loose. Boy, that's dangerous for Jacksonville now. Meaning they could put another one in the basket there. But no, they don't. So now Beardstown trying to move it. $8:15 to go in the first half. 1-0 Jacksonville. Out to take it. What do we have here? Okay, somehow the ball ended up all the way out there. All right. Jacksonville trying to advance it here. No, back the other way. Lots more activity seemingly in this match than there was the Athens-Beardstown match. Let's come to the near side here. Ruiz dispossesses Alexander. It's going to be out, then we'll go the other way. Rios. Taking it off of him was Braden Thomas. Now this one, though, comes back loose. De La Cruz. Beardstown trying to move it with 6:31 to go in the first half, down 1-0. Foul there, leave on Rios on Braden Thomas. So you got Kluge again to take the free kick. Oh, it's loose. Boy, it's in a bad spot. Ooh, or a great spot if you're Jacksonville. That thing was loose there in the penalty box. Wow. Throw in now for Reef and Jacksonville. He has the first goal of the match, 1-0. Crimsons. Kind of looking things over, what they're going to do. Ball loose there. Oh, boy. Wow. Well, Jacksonville gets the goal there. 5:05 to go. And now 2-0. Again, 4:27 left in the first half. 2-0 now, Jacksonville over Beardstown. Going to be a goal kick here. I'm not sure who had that goal there. I believe it may have been Talon Harney. To look that up here in a little bit. Try to do that at halftime if I can. This is De La Cruz. Going to be in ping pong. Got a chance here maybe. A little bit of shoving back and forth there. Going to be a free kick for Beardstown. I believe this is Rios that will take it. It's going to leave it back for Rios. That one will be out, and I believe a corner now for Beardstown. Well, they need something. 2-0, Jacksonville. Yeah, I know. Poet didn't know it, all right? Free kick from Rios now. Out of play on the far side. Now 1:53 left in this first half. Ooh, Jacksonville trying to push this one. But it doesn't work. Beardstown will get the throw in. This is Gerardo Ruiz now with it. De La Cruz. And is fouled there. I believe that is Braden Thomas on the foul there. So a free kick for Beardstown. That's pretty far out to try to hammer one home, I would think, off of Rios' foot. I suppose he could try it, but Well, decent free kick that came loose and will go over the end line. Last minute of play in the first half. Jacksonville Crimsons 2. Beardstown Tigers nothing here on Furious Rally Sports. One of those situations, if you're Jacksonville, just be careful so you don't give Beardstown a chance to score before half. I have a fly that's on my glasses. Get off. Thank you. Goal and line kick here. And that is the end of the first half. So there you go. It's Jacksonville with the lead. They got goals at the 25-28 mark, which was Joe Reef on the penalty kick. And the one at 5:05, I'll try to confirm who had that one. I'm going to get this spider off the camera. I got a few minutes, so hang in there. 2-0 Jacksonville over Beardstown on Furious Rally Sports. Back in a moment. Well, that looks a little better, doesn't it? I have no idea where the spider went, but didn't see it up there when I went to take the camera down. That's kind of funny. Probably inside the camera and probably making a home in there somewhere, but that's okay. So the score, 2-0 Jacksonville. What a poet I am, huh? Over Beardstown at half. And the fine folks from Jacksonville watching the match here right next to me tell me Asher Green was the one that got the goal for the Crimsons there at the 5:05 mark. The ball kind of came loose in front of the goal. At first, it almost looked like the goaltender, Alexander Montoya, was going to be able to handle it. Then he didn't, and it kind of came off of Green's body. He was able to get that goal for the Crimsons. They lead 2-0. The first goal happened at the 25-28 mark of that first half. Joe Reef with the penalty kick off a handball for Beardstown. It was in the large box. So there you go. If you were to say to me what the storyline is, Jacksonville's probably dictated play a little bit more than Beardstown, although Beardstown here, they've had the ball in their half trying to score, but they haven't had any real major opportunities yet to put one in the back of the net. So that's kind of why we sit here with 4:29 to go before we start the second half here. Well, so as I had mentioned, Beardstown hadn't allowed more than 2 goals from any opponent this year so far. Well, there's 2 right now. So will Jacksonville add more? Well, I guess we'll find out. I'll be back here in just a moment. Going to get a swig of water, and we will return in just a momento on Furious Rally Sports. Hang in there. It's okay, about 2.5 minutes before we start back up here on Furious Rally Sports. It's your Uncle Phil O'Neill with you. Again, the next match will be the 13th, which is a Monday. At least that's the next one for Furious Rally Sports with Beardstown involved, with soccer as they take on Peoria Christian here from the JBS Soccer Complex in Beardstown. Looking to get some other sports and some other teams from around the area. Maybe get some Northeast Missouri softball. We'll see. Of course, I try to cover the Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri areas. And well, we did Central East softball this summer up in Donaldson, Iowa. That was a lot of fun, except the couple of times I went up there and it rained, which is going to happen when you have softball going on, right? And it's summertime. Any kind of outdoor activity can be interfered with. So far, what's given? Well, what gave so far is the fact that Jacksonville has 2 goals. They lead 2-0 as we get ready to start the second half here on Furious Rally Sports. Just for the record here, I do my best kind of moving the camera around and getting some kind of angles here. And sometimes I don't get it, and sometimes it's really hard to see the players at the far side is when they're moving, to see what number they are and which one of the fellas is pedaling the ball up or down or playing defense. So just keep that in mind. I try to do the best I can to identify folks when I get an opportunity. And if I've mispronounced names, well, just come knock on the vehicle and let me know. That's the best we can do. Again, I have a Facebook page. I'm not going to have time to log in because of the camera issues I had here with the spider making a home up on top. So, but yeah, normally you can leave me notes on my Facebook page for Furious Rally Sports. That's the reason why the comments are disabled on YouTube. Plain and simple, it can affect the internet connectivity, and we don't want that. We want you to be able to watch the match, and you can go back and watch this match anytime on YouTube, okay? So there you have it. Just about ready to start the second half here. Jacksonville Crimson's coming in, looking to try to make their record go to 11-2-3. We got a half to play yet, though. 2-0, Jacksonville. About 83 at game time. I'm guessing it's probably still about there. Doesn't feel like it's cooled off much. There's a little bit of clouds here and there, but nothing major. You can kind of see the sky. That's about what it looks like. And a little clouds, a little blue. Nothing really much. That is Kellen Brown there that will take the kick for Beardstown. They're moving left to right now from my camera angle. 40-minute halves in high school, countdown style. Jacksonville with the throw. And we'll do it again. And be headed, I believe we're going to have a corner here. Can't really tell who's taking that corner from over there. Can't get binoculars up to look fast enough to see and then run your camera here, so. Headed away. Yes, Beardstown for the moment has squelched that corner. Jacksonville still has it. Coming here to the near side. And a good job there by Montoya, the goaltender, to go after that. That's Alexander Montoya. He'll send it on out. Oh, he fell down. Oh, boy, big mistake. Oh, and he missed the chip. Oh. Yeah, let's see who missed that chip there. Troy DeFreitas had a chance to put that one in, but yeah, Montoya, it just slipped. The pins went underneath him, and when you're down on the ground, you can't make any saves from there as a goaltender that far out. This time he's going to get the goal kick and take that one. Here it comes towards us just a little bit. Camera in the sun now with that angle of the sun, so keep that in mind at various points. It'll kind of go a little blurry, at least for the next few minutes. Wasn't a big deal last match, but you got to remember the sun's setting earlier and earlier. I believe this is De La Cruz. Beardstown trying to get some momentum, down 2-0, 37-23 left. And it's just going to dribble down to Rudy McCulloch. This one, pounding around still. Jacksonville trying to control. Beardstown, or rather Jacksonville, trying to keep it moving here. Beardstown defender will, oh boy. He's got it picked, and let's see where we're going here with this one. No, Jacksonville will hang on to it. Back to Beardstown. 2-0. Jacksonville, 36-10 left in the second half. Almost dispossessed. Staring into the sun now momentarily, the camera. Going to come back to Montoya, the goaltender, and he will get it out of there. Not much to cheer for Beardstown so far. I mean, they've had some offensive pressure. They just haven't been able to put it in anywhere near close to have an excellent chance. Jacksonville dictating play a little bit more here in the second half. I believe that's Thomas over in the corner, and he is fouled. Thomas take the throw here, a free kick. Or will that be Harrison Alexander? Let's see. Now they're both setting up like they could, right? The old flim-flam trick. Almost headed there, but it goes over the top. Goal kick. Thomas hammered that one, just got too much of it. 34-49 left in the second half, rather. 2-0 Crimsons over to the Beardstown Tigers. And that one on the far side, it's who's got it? Anybody's ball. Throw in for Beardstown. Brown, that is De La Cruz with it now. Kind of trying to spin. Beardstown trying to get a chance here, but I believe Jacksonville going to control it. Yes, they will. It's kind of been what the offensive opportunities have been for Beardstown. Maybe a chance, but then not much. Maybe a chance here for Jacksonville. Over the top. Couldn't tell who got that off his left foot, but a little bit too much. And now the goal kick. For Alexander, Montoya, and Beardstown. 33-33 left in the second half. 2-0 Jacksonville. That one's going to go out and a throw in for the Crimsons. De La Cruz has it taken away, but fouls Alexander. And now Jacksonville in pretty good shape here. Who's going to take this one? Well, if you got Thomas out there taking this one, he can rip one from out there. He could score one. He absolutely could. See if they can add to the 3-0 lead on the free kick. No, there it is. They're going to try to put it. Ooh, good head defensive play by header for Beardstown to keep that out of danger. Beardstown trying to move it up a bit. As soon as they do, Jacksonville seems to be back. .32-14 left. Second half. 2 for Jacksonville. 0 for Beardstown. This is Benegas. Benegas leaves it off for Rios. Rios now. But, yep, Beardstown back once again. Oh, maybe a threat for Beardstown. And what do we have? We're going to have a corner? I believe so. Going back to get that is Cesar Rodriguez. So who's going to take the corner, though? Rios. This is Luis Rios now off his right foot. Brown lurking over there on that far side. Can't get anything on. Jacksonville, that's Benegas. Bounded around. Jacksonville going to move it up. Good defense there by Beardstown to try to avoid the counter. This is Alexander. Nope, defense for Beardstown able to take care of it for the moment. Two 0 Beardstown, 30:43 left in the second half. Correction, 2-0 Jacksonville over Beardstown. There we go. Yeah, that's what I meant. Throw in now for the Crimsons. I don't know if the heat's going to affect both of these teams or whether or not it's going to affect Beardstown making any kind of a push. So far, Jacksonville's had the defensive answer here in the second half. Every time Beardstown seems to push it down that left side, it's not been a whole lot of an opportunity. Thomas with it pedaling. And does Beardstown take it off him? No. Going to be a corner. Thomas has a pretty good rocket there off his right foot. He will take that free kick, I believe, unless Alexander's just going to take a little pooch from him. All right. So there you go. We got the goal in. See what Thomas does here. That's in a good spot, but no. That was a really good corner kick, but nothing doing for Jacksonville at the moment. Beardstown controlling on the far side, and their defensive end goes off of a Jacksonville defender. Throw in. 28:53 left in the game, in the match, I should say. 2-0 Jacksonville. Beardstown maybe with an answer here. I don't know. Every time they have, it's come down that left side, but they have not been able to penetrate any goal chances yet here in the second half. This is Benegas. Yostin. This, let's see. This is Rios. Now that, let's see, that is Ronaldo Ayala, 18. Goaltender is able to handle that. There's Rudy McCulloch. He'll send it on out. Again, at this point, feels like Jacksonville in control. Beardstown does not have the offensive answer yet. That's a perfect example right there. They start moving the ball, they get down towards their scoring end, and Jacksonville takes it off of them. That is Rios. De La Cruz dispossessed. And now Crimson's on the answer, maybe. Oh, just missed it. Oof. Beautiful pass, just does not go for Jacksonville. I believe that was Troy DeFreitas on the shot there for the Crimsons. Now the goal kick from Alexander Montoya. Near side here. Headed around. A little bit of pinball activity at the moment. That one goes out of play. Who's got the throw? Tigers. Well, they keep trying to bring it up that left side. And they have an opportunity maybe here. Jacksonville defender back. And that was, let's see, Talon Harney there on the defense of Cesar Rodriguez. Carmen Clusier with the kick off his right foot on the free kick. I got to find the ball. Where is it? There it is. Sometimes I have to look with my own eyes. Sometimes I use the camera. Again, this has kind of been what this second half has been so far. Beardstown trying to push it up, but Jacksonville's had the defensive answer every time. 25-21 left in the second half. 2-0 Crimsons over the Tigers. It's almost like Beardstown doesn't have enough, like they're not trying to press enough to try to score. It doesn't seem like there's any kind of urgency at all. And now will Jacksonville answer? Coming the other way, throw in. Thanks for joining me here on Furious Rally Sports on YouTube. And yet another throw. Camera staring right into the sun now, so you're getting some glare from it in various angles. Will Beardstown control this? Kind of. Dispossessed there. Back and forth we go. All right, number 9 with that for Jacksonville. And that is De La Cruz. That goes out of play. Number 9 for Jacksonville. Who do I got here? Jack Besler. All right. Gotcha, Jack. Beardstown again trying to force play a little bit offensively. But there you go, right there. Beardstown just controlling. Or rather, Jacksonville controlling defensively. Ball moving around so much I can't even find it with my camera. There we go. That's Besler with it now. Stolen from, that is Benegas. Benegas trying to move it for Beardstown. Nope. Besler now. Gonna get dispossessed, maybe. Yes, Beardstown has it. Every time Beardstown answers, and they've had quite a bit of moving up on Jacksonville, they've just not been able to do anything with it as far as putting it near threat, near the goal. They've had a better chance of it on the far side, or at least they've been able to push it up on the far side more, but no, nothing doing there. Crimsons lead Beardstown 2-0, 22-11 left in the match. Kind of bounding around there at mid-pitch. Oh, foul. That was Cesar Rodriguez on Corbin Kluge, I believe, there. Free kick now for the Crimsons, but it's so far out, it's Almost like a goal kick. Who's taking it here? Trying to see on the number. Can't quite pick it up. Well, it headed towards goal, but Beardstown able to get it out. Ooh. Beardstown maybe has a chance here to push it up if they can. Instead, it kind of goes backwards, and I think that plays right into Jacksonville's hands here. Loose. Who has it? And goes back into the Jacksonville D. Right in the hydra of it. 20:34 left in the match. 2-0. Jacksonville over Beardstown. Jacksonville in white. And what? Foul? .13 left in the match. Well, that free kick went a country mile. It was a real ripper. This one popped up and out of play to the right. Goal kick for Alexander Montoya and Beardstown. Pretty decent crowd here today for this match. Should be. You got two pretty good teams here. Why not? Can't quite tell who's taking that free kick for Beardstown. Pretty far away from me. And this one controlled by Beardstown. Near side, Brown going to come out and be a throw-in. Again, every time Beardstown gets it in their end, it just kind of does not materialize. 7 with that. That is Joe Reef, man with a goal in the first half. Had it there momentarily. Now we got, what, a throw in here? Throw in for Beardstown. Nearing the 18-minute mark left. Jacksonville 2, Beardstown nothing. Nil, if you will. And what a foul there. That foul going to be on Ronaldo Ayala. To me, watching Jacksonville, if they're going to go far in the state playoffs, to me, I was looking to be really impressed with their offense, but to me, their defense has been stifling, especially in this second half. It's not going to let you get behind them. Goal kick here for Alexander Montoya. Actually, who's going to take it here? Can't quite tell who that is from here. Can't see his number, and I can't even with the camera, so all right. Good defensive play there. And dispossessed, and a good dispossession there. De La Cruz. Brown now trying to handle it for Beardstown. And the ball goes deep down the near side. Handled there, and they foul. Ooh, and that's going to be a free kick from there. It's like Troy DeFreitas was fouled there. Let's see who takes the free kick for Jacksonville. Wow, this could be the ender for Beardstown if they're able to convert this. 2-0, 15-11 to go. Second half. Jacksonville trying to put the nail in the coffin here, I would say. Who will take it? Might be Braden Thomas. Kind of thinking so. Just chipped it. Wow, okay, I was kind of surprised. I was expecting a little more out of that, but it didn't happen. Now Beardstown trying to get it back. That's Thomas. Now for Beardstown. They have it. Going backwards. Gerardo Ruiz, I believe, over there. And what? Throw? For who? Jacksonville. Their lead is 2. 14 minutes left in the match. 2-0. De La Cruz now for Beardstown. Mrs. Kellen Brown, and Jacksonville will go back and get it. Actually, their goaltender, McCulloch, well, what did he do? Did he kick it back? Uh-oh. Almost lost it, but Jacksonville controls now. Back and forth, back and forth. And a shot from the right side is going to, off the right foot rather, going to go to the right side of the net, and the goal kick for Jacksonville. Again, that's about as good of an opportunity that Beardstown has had, and that's not much here in this second half. Corbin Kluge to take the free kick for the Crimsons. In control in this match, leading 2-0. Both goals for Jacksonville coming in the first half. Maybe a chance for the Tigers. Nope. That's exactly what the Crimsons have done. They just stayed back and been like, yeah, we're not going to let you get past us. Excellent defense by the Crimsons through this one, especially in this second half. You can see that Beardstown's trying to probe, trying to find some kind of an opening, and they just can't seem to. Trying to bring it more down the left side. That's Benegas for Beardstown. He has it. Jacksonville with the dispossession there, trying to force it up, and it will go over the end line. Goal kick for Montoya. That's Alexander Montoya. We're in the double sevens. Well, he slipped and fell on that one kick that he took, and almost cost him earlier. Let's see. Jacksonville will maintain. 10:26 left in the match. 2-0 Jacksonville. They are in control. Can Beardstown get back in it? Yeah, but I think you're going to have to get a little bit lucky with a breakaway or something of the like. And so far, Jacksonville's defense has been up to the task quite well to this point. So I don't imagine anybody's getting behind that Crimson D. Long free kick, and it will go out of play. And to the left of the goal, Alexander Montoya with the free kick, perhaps, or who will take it. For the Beardstown Tigers. Well, I guess if Beardstown loses 2-0, they can always say we still haven't allowed more than 2 goals a game this season. But the problem with that is they've got nothing today against Jacksonville. Oh, big. Oh, wow. Wow, what a goal there at the 9:23 mark. I've got that right. It looked like Braden Thomas with that. So now 3-0, and that probably puts the nail in the coffin for Beardstown. So much for not giving up more than 2 goals a game for the Tigers, huh? De La Cruz gets it taken off of him and then gets it back. And Beardstown, you got a miracle 3-goal in your pocket with 8:36 to go. Jacksonville moving it up. A dispossession there, but now back to Jacksonville. Foul. That was Ronaldo Ayala on Braden Thomas there. $7:48 left in this match. And the Jacksonville Crimsons have come to town, and they've meant business today. They lead 3-0. Not like they didn't mean business on the other matches, but just today they've shown. To me, though, if you were going to ask me what's won this game for Jacksonville, defensively, sound. Not allowed Beardstown to penetrate at all. De La Cruz with it, now gets dispossessed. Jacksonville trying to spin in. They're the ones in the white. Jacksonville, that is. Now Beardstown trying to push it up. Kind of the gambling deep passes now from the Tigers. The problem with that is when you do that, you can leave yourself kind of bringing everybody up. You can leave yourself vulnerable the other way. Jacksonville with a throw-in now. Their defensive end. Hasn't seemed to matter, though. They lead 3-0. Montoya will take it. He's going to boom it out. 6:17 to go in the match. 3-0, Jacksonville. Yeah, see, the problem is with Beardstown, every time they try to get a little bit of an answer, it gets taken away from them. That one, I think, is too long. Brown now with it. Gets it taken off of him. But a throw in for Beardstown with 5:31 left in the match. I think that's De La Cruz on the throw in now for the Tigers. Rios. I mean, there it is. You see that. You got like 1, 2, 3 Beardstown Tigers, and there's like 7 or 8 back for Jacksonville. Sound defensive team are the Crimsons. Free kick now for the Tigers. Down 3 with 4:46 left in this match. Cesar Rodriguez there for number 9 for Beardstown. His defender there, Talon Harney. Throw in now for Beardstown here. Believe this is Rios with the throw in. Thrown right into the Jacksonville D. I was incorrect. That is Rios with it now. And good defense by Jacksonville, trying to answer here, leading 3-0. Defense for Beardstown equal to the task. And that will go out of play off of Jacksonville player. We'll have a corner. Taking the corner, Ronaldo Ayala. Punched out of there by McCulloch. And this is just what Jacksonville has done all match. We're not going to let you get near that goal, even when you think you're down there in your scoring end. It's been excellent defense by the Crimsons. To me, it looks like both teams a little tired now, especially Beardstown. 2:52 remaining, they're down 3-0. And out of play, the throw for Beardstown. With 2:23 left, Jacksonville going to get the win here, 3-0. At least at the moment, it's 3-0. Beardstown trying to get on the scoreboard here before the end of the match, but doesn't look like they're going to, does it? 1:43 left. Looks like a throw for Jacksonville. The 3A Crimsons come to town and show the 1A Tigers, well, we're pretty good. They do lead at 3-0. Match about over here, about a minute left. It's cooled off a little bit with the sun going in the clouds. Out of play, Beardstown with a throw with 52 seconds remaining, trying to put one on the scoreboard. Nope, Jacksonville has the answer defensively, as they have all match. 35 seconds left. All but academic for now. $20 seconds left. And Jacksonville's come to town, played very well today. Three seconds, two. And that's the match. Great one for the Jacksonville Crimsons. They move to 11-2-3 on the season. And Beardstown falls to 11-4-3. We'll go over a scoring here real quick. Again, all Jacksonville, and they set this up in the first half with 2 goals. Joe Reef had a penalty kick on the handball at the 25-28 mark to give Jacksonville the 1-0 lead. And then at the 5:05 mark, goal from Asher Green. Ball kind of came loose in front of the net. I thought the goaltender was going to be able to handle it. Then it kind of came off of Green's body. He's able to get the goal. That made it 2-0. And then later with, my handwriting was terrible there, but I believe it was 5:23 left in the match. It might be a 7:23, but I think it's 5:20. Braden Thomas from basically about out of the top of the box ripped one and off his right foot, and that gave us the final score of 3-0 Jacksonville. Again, Jacksonville moves to, 11-2-3 on the season. Beardstown falls to 11-4-3. Next Beardstown match I have for you will be the 13th. That's a Monday. Peoria Christian comes to Beardstown, and we'll have that one for you here on Furious Rally Sports. We'll try to get some other schools and some other sports here within the coming week or so. I will let you know. Check out my Facebook page or my YouTube page for updates. Once again, this is Phil O'Neill with Furious Rally Sports. The final score from the JBS Soccer Complex in Beardstown. It's Jacksonville, the Jacksonville Crimsons 3, the Beardstown Tigers 0. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.